These stunts you're about to see are dangerous. They were done by trained professionals in secure environments. Don't attempt any of these stunts any place, anywhere, or at any time. Welcome to Ion Extreme, the show that gives you a look into extreme lifestyles. Hang on to your seats and prepare to go for the ride of a lifetime. Ion Extreme is an exciting new show full of action-packed, edge-of-your-seat excitement from start to finish. And it's hosted by Jim Duffner. Ion Extreme is a show that has people spinning their wheels and doing backflips to watch. Welcome to Ion Extreme. My name's Jim Duffner and I'm going to be your host for the next 30 minutes. Ion Extreme is an exciting new show that takes you behind the scenes, up close and personal, into the lifestyles of the extreme. Today we've got an exciting show for you. We're going to head up to San Francisco, California to hook up with stunt rider extraordinaire, Jason Bling Bling Pullen. We're also going to see if we can't catch up with Colleen Gorlick, who moved down from Canada to California so that she could ride year-round. But first, we're going to take a look at some of the action that we have coming up on future shows. So hang on to your seats and prepare to go for the ride of a lifetime with Ion Extreme, the show that keeps its eye on the extreme. Welcome to Ion Extreme. I'm Jim Duffner and we're here in Glendale, California at Love Ride 21. The Love Ride's the biggest one-day biker event in the world, attracting thousands of riders from all over the country and some of the biggest name celebrities. Early in the morning, everybody starts out at Glendale Harley-Davidson, who is a sponsor for the Love Ride, where they have an early morning concert and they introduce all the celebrities that are going on the ride. People from all walks of life show up to the Love Ride with one thing in common, the love for motorcycles. And then it's time to mount up and to start your bikes, and to head up to Castaic Lake, which is 50 miles north of Glendale Harley-Davidson. The feeling that you get is just incredible when you're riding down the freeway with thousands of your brothers and sisters all on Harleys. Once you arrive at Castaic Lake, they serve lunch, there are vendors to look at, and there's a stunt show performed by the world-famous Victor McLaughlin Motor Corps. Just think of all the thousands of hours that these guys have had to spend to perfect their stunts. It's unbelievable. It's just incredible what this group does on motorcycles. I mean, just look at that, standing on shoulders and riding with no hands. It's mind-boggling. These guys are amazing. They are well worth the price of admission alone. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it for myself. Just look at that. It's incredible what they do. After the stunt show, they have a concert with headliner bands like Leonard Skinner, or my all-time favorite, ZZ Top. The Love Ride has something for everyone. Coming up, we have Colleen Gorlick and Hollywood stuntmaster Cole McKay. But next, we're going to go up to San Francisco, California to hook up with Jason Bling Bling Pullen. Jason Pullen was born and raised in the San Francisco Bay Area, riding his bicycle all over San Francisco. Once he traded his bicycle in for a motorcycle, he unleashed his real talents. I'm Jim Duffner, and we're in San Francisco, California with stuntman extraordinaire Jason Bling Bling Pullen.
How's it going? Welcome to the city by the bay. Seems like a pretty good day to go riding. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Let's rock and roll.
Jason, have you ever been hurt? Or do you ever get nervous riding?
I've been hurt in the past, yes, and I get nervous every time I get on the bike. And it's not a nervous I'm gonna fall nervous. It's just nervous that it's kind of excited. I don't know if it's a nervous feeling, but it's an exciting feeling.
Like an adrenaline rush?
Yeah, I guess you could say it's an adrenaline rush. I want to get out there and I want to do a backflip.
You heard it here first. Jason Bling Bling Pullen?
Yeah, my name's Jason Pullen, but they call me Bling Bling because when I race motar and I have my leather suit on and I have this big fat chrome chain hanging out. So the Yarrow family just started calling me Bling Bling, and it kind of stuck, and whenever I'm in the lead, Bling Bling's in the lead, here comes Bling Bling. Kind of stuck.
This guy is sick!
I'm here at A&A Racing with one of the craziest, wildest, most insane people I've ever seen ride a Harley. No, I've never seen anybody do what you do on a motorcycle before, especially a big blown Harley.
Well, thank you very much. It's about 675 pounds of Harley-Davidson. It's I use every muscle in my body to throw that thing around. I try and ride it like it's a 10-speed, you know?
Jason, how long have you been riding for?
I rode dirt since I was about 6 years old, off and on, nothing real major. Just, like I said, just mountains and amateur arena crosses. And I got into motar last year and did real good at the end of the year. Ended up third in points this year with the motar racing. And it's just a good time, you know. I like to kind of be a show off at the same time be in competition.
Just look at that. Now he thinks he's on a dirt bike.
Doing the wheelies on the Harley and throwing it around it's a very heavy bike, but I mean, long story short, it's body position, timing, and just going for it. You know, I saw the street bike guys doing their thing, their stoppies and their wheelies and the things that they do, and I kind of really liked it, and I can do wheelies and stoppies on my dirt bike, and I also race motar to do the same things on those. One day I just decided to bring my Harley out and do a couple little burnouts and climb the ladder up and just keep on going with the tricks, and the crowd loves it, and it seems to come kind of natural to me, and having a great time with it. You know, I started riding when I was roughly, 10 to 12, and my dad used to have a bunch of little beat-up mini bikes, and he painted them up, made them look real cool, took us up to McLaren Park, and we just had a good time, just up and down, in and out of the grass and dirt, and I just grew a love for motorcycles and kept going from there.
This guy is sick! crazy.
This has got to be one of my all-time favorite shots. He's just sliding around me while I'm filming him. Jason, is it your background in racing that helps you back the Harley in?
Yeah, pretty much. I learned how to back the Harley in, just kind of tried it one day because I'm so used to doing it on Supermoto that I just tried it out. It's a little sketchy because you can feel the weight wanting to get away from you, but you just stick your elbows up and out and steer it in.
How do you do it?
Just get the thing up to speed, downshift a couple gears, and dump the clutch out and let the back slide over a little and just control it and just guide the bike where you want to go and just remember your back wheel is sliding. I did a jump last year at a motorcycle get-together in San Francisco and went 160 feet to the flat, and everybody was pretty impressed with that. It was a good time.
Jason, rumor has it that you've jumped 180 feet in the air.
You know, there's a lot of rumors running around about me, and no, I haven't cleared 180 feet, but yes, I would like to. I have no problem with doing that, but carrying a landing ramp and a launch ramp around is a lot of extra weight.
What he does is sick. The guy is off the hook. And the guy is nuts.
Recommend this to kids?
No, I would not recommend it to kids. I think that kids should start off on little bikes playing, doing their thing in the dirt, but when you start throwing a Harley around, it's about 675 pounds, and I use every muscle in my body to throw that thing around, and it's very dangerous. The thing can fall over, snap my leg, snap my back, anything can happen. It's pretty dangerous, so I wouldn't suggest it to anybody.
Little wacko. But, you know, you can ride a motorcycle. No question about that. My name is John Ippolito, and I'm a good friend of Jay's, and I've been around motorcycles for a lot of years. I've been around Harley-Davidson for probably 25 years, and I've been involved in Harley-Davidson drag racing and flat track racing and a lot of different forms of Harley racing, and I've seen a lot of people that can handle a Harley-Davidson very well, and I tell you what, I've never seen anybody in my life that can handle a motorcycle the way that this guy can. I mean, we're talking about a 700-pound motorcycle here, and this guy can throw it around like it's nothing. And there's a lot of other guys out there that are stunting on Harleys, but nobody, mark my words, there's nobody out there that can do what this guy is doing on a Harley. And I'll put money on that.
My buddy here is John Ippolito, my ace man, my best friend, my mechanic. He just, you know, when I tell him, hey man, I'm gonna try this, he doesn't say, no, you're gonna fall and get hurt. He just smiles and says, I think inside he says, you're gonna do it, but just hold on.
I don't know, there ain't nothing he can't do on that bike. If he sets his mind to it, he eventually gets it done, you know. I turn the wrenches, he turns the throttle.
It's hard to believe that Jason has only been riding his Harley for 2 years. Watching Jason do his stunts is poetry in motion. When he's out there doing his thing, he makes it look way too easy. But just talk to anybody who's ever ridden a big Harley, and they'll tell you just how heavy a Harley is, and how hard they are to maneuver around.
Well, we're in San Francisco. I guess it's okay. Don't tell anybody that.
Good ride right here.
Things are just starting to take off for Bling Bling. He's doing motorcycle stunts in a film, and he's getting ready to take his show on the road. And talk about being hard on tires, all I can say is it's a good thing that he's got A&A Racing helping him out. What Jason does on his big Harley is just incredible. And what's amazing to me is the fact that if he hadn't stumbled across a smoking hot deal for his bike, he might have stuck with just racing and riding dirt bikes. If you ever get the opportunity to go to one of Jason's shows, do yourself a favor and go. I promise you, you won't be sorry. who I am, and it's time to go to the eye in the sky. Let's go. We followed Colleen Gorlick down to Costa Mesa, California, to Three Brothers Racing, where the party never stops. If you're familiar with freestyle motocross or supermoto, then you've heard of Three Brothers Racing. They've sponsored some of the biggest names in the industry. Three Brothers Racing is owned by Andre Barbosa and his brother Ricardo. And when they throw a party, it's a real party. Like this one in the parking lot behind their shop, where they invited a few of their friends to show off their skills to the onlooking public, fans, and partygoers. And talk about talent, they had some of the biggest names in the industry. If you're ever in Costa Mesa, California, make sure that you stop in and check out Three Brothers Racing. Just tell them the Jim from Iron Extreme sent you. It'll be well worth your time. And now we have to find Colleen. Colleen takes the saying, live to ride, ride to live, to a whole new level. While we try to track her down, we're going to take you out and show you what I can do on a Harley. Now you get to see what I can do on a Harley. And if you believe that, I've got some beachfront property for sale in Arizona. The good news is we caught up with Colleen. The bad news is we're out of time for this show, so we're going to have her on the next show. Until then, remember, Iron Extreme is the show that keeps its eye on the extreme. On our next show, we have Colleen Gorlick, and we're also going to introduce you to Hollywood stuntman Cole McKay.